Hey, hey. I'm back in the back seat. These are coffee flavored. I have been trying to find a new location to film. So I'm at a park. I am near the road though, so hopefully there's no loud cars. And you've got some nice Australian flora to look at out the window. Look at that, I think that's a gum tree. That's a gum tree. You're welcome. I can't get any more Australian than that. So, I bought some rollerblades the other day. Every now and then, I get onto some silly fad or another, and I'm convinced that I'm gonna dedicate my life to it. Happens like once every 6 months. And my boyfriend Matt and I went rollerblading the other day because we both had a day off and that never happens. So I don't even know why I picked rollerblading. I just wanted to do something different. I used to rollerblade when I was a kid, not well, but I grew up near a roller rink, so if your friend was throwing a birthday party, it would be either at McDonald's or at this roller rink. So I did it a little bit when I was little. There's a lady literally walking right towards me. I'm in the middle of nowhere. What are you doing? And Matt's actually really good. Matt grew up ice skating. His dad was like a semi-professional ice skater, so Matt knows how to ice skate, and I guess that transfers to being able to rollerblade because he can. And I'm like, after about 5 minutes of getting used to it, I was like off the wall, you know, still shaky, but I didn't fall over, so that's good. One for the little guy. So I don't know what it was about that experience that made me think, that's it, this is my calling. But I was looking up, and not roller skating either, not the cool one that everybody does. No, rollerblading, blading with the 4 wheels in a straight line, and it looks really dorky. But I never learned how to roller skate, so I'm going to stick to what I sort of have a bit of a foundation in, because I'm not athletic. I've never been athletic. I was always that kid that got picked last in PE, and I was okay with that. That's just who I was. I was the one that you could find in the library, not the gym. But yeah, I've convinced myself that I'm going to learn how to rollerblade. The rollerblades came really quick. They came this morning. I only bought them 2 days ago, which is pretty cool. They're these bright pink and purple monstrosities. And I just had a little skate around at home on my floorboards, which I'm sure our landlord will be very happy about. And I'm still waiting on all the protective gear, the elbow pads and stuff, to come in the mail, and then I'll have a crack at it. Because, you know, you gotta wear all the gear all the time, they say. Because broken bones is expensive. The claw. But I think the last time I did something like this was with scooters. Not electric scooters, just normal scooters. And Matt and I both bought a scooter each, and we used them for about 2 weeks, and they're currently collecting dust in the backyard. So hopefully this doesn't happen with the rollerblades, but I don't know, we'll see. I hope these cars aren't too annoying for you guys. I'm hoping that I'm far enough away from the road. As long as there's no motorbikes. I like a motorbike in general, but not when I'm filming a video. Do we have any motorbike riders out there watching? What do you ride? Not that I'm going to know the difference, but is it a sports bike or is it a road bike? I don't know. Is it a Yamaha or a Suzuki? Or a Harley Davidson? That's all I know. My mum used to have a big fuck off Harley Davidson. And it was so loud. I went on it with her once. And it was so goddamn loud. I genuinely think I got hearing damage at the end of that trip. I had to I made her pull over at a rest stop so I could get some serviettes and jam them in my ears because I was so worried about hearing damage. I worked at a hearing aid company at the time, so you can understand my paranoia. As you can see, it's a beautiful autumn day here in Melbourne. Autumn is my favourite season. I'm so glad we're out of summer. We are nearly 2 weeks out of summer, and I'm glad to see the back of it. I'm not built for summer. Not at all. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Nope. Fight it down. Fight it down. I've been thinking about changing my channel name. Let me know what you guys think, because there is at least one other person out there called Opal ASMR. Now, don't get me wrong, obviously I was here first. You know, this channel's been around since before time began. Almost 8 years, I think. Probably coming on 9 years. But, you know, I don't begrudge the other girl anything, you know. She probably thought my account wasn't active anymore. If she looked. I'll tell you, thinking of a channel name back then was way easier. Not to be like, I did ASMR before it was cool, but I kind of did. Back then there were no, you know, there's so many channels out there now. With every name you could think of. I keep trying to think of a new name and then I look them up on YouTube to see if they exist, and they always exist. They always exist. Even when I'm like, this is the best name ever, nobody else will have thought of this. And there's like 3 channels with that name or a variation of it, so I don't know. If you guys have any suggestions for what I might change my name to. I kind of want to still keep Opal, but I don't know. Opal's my birthstone, that's where that comes from. October baby. But yeah, I just don't want to I don't want to confuse people. I want to, if people are looking for my videos, I want to be the one that comes up first. Which at the moment is not happening, but that's okay. I'm not super competitive like that. I don't, you know, I just want people who are looking for my videos to find them. So yeah, I showed my boyfriend this channel, finally. Which I don't know what I was worried about. I don't know what, I've got such a chip on my shoulder about this ASMR thing. Like, it's not that embarrassing. It might have been embarrassing once 10 years ago when nobody knew what it was, and I still hold on to that mentality. But like, everybody knows what it is now. So I had to get over it, and I'm getting over it. So I showed my boyfriend, and he was like, because he's a YouTuber himself, he's like, let's make you a nice new banner and we'll do your thumbnails up all good. I'm like, oh, that's so cute. So if I suddenly start having all these really flashy thumbnails and things out of nowhere, it's because Matt is doing them. He's not into ASMR. I don't think he gets it or experiences it, whatever. So maybe I'll try one day. I'll play him one of those videos where people run through all the different triggers and see if any of them work. Here's something I want to ask. I experience ASMR, but I don't get goosebumps from music or from anything else except the cold. Frisson, is that frisson? What's that called? They're two different things, but sometimes people lump them together. So you get ASMR, which I experience as like tingles on the top of my head and occasionally down my spine. But everybody experiences it differently. But I don't get, it makes me sad because I love music, but I've never experienced goosebumps from a piece of music or from a scene in a movie or anything. I can feel, I feel emotional about it, and I can feel where, I sort of listened to a piece of music in the past and been like, this would be where I would get goosebumps if I was that kind of person. But I don't get that. So are there people out there, I don't know, are there people who get one and not the other? There are a lot of people who get the goosebumps thing, but not ASMR, I know that. But are there people like me who only get ASMR and don't get goosebumps from stuff? I don't know, I've always wondered. I wonder if those things are related. There's so much we don't know about why our bodies do these things. Where all these tingles are coming from. We should all get together and like crowdfund a scientific study. Figure it out. And we all get hooked up to headphones and little, they put those pads on us and they scan our brainwaves while we listen to ASMR. I'd sign up for that study. That'd be sick. Most relaxing weekend ever. So I think I just hit 300 subscribers, which is amazing. Thank you guys, all 300 of you. I love you all so much. Please keep commenting. I love hearing from you. You're all very cool people. I know I have some requests to get to. And I will do those at some point. It's just, it's hard to get away and find a moment to do these sometimes. But I like making them a lot. And if you like watching them, I'll keep making them. I'll try them. I've really got to go scope out a location to film these that isn't near traffic or people. This one ticks half the boxes. There's nobody around, but there are cars. Oh, I wanted to show you this. I feel like it's been out of frame the whole video. This also came today. This was like Christmas for me. I got my rollerblades and I got my Teddy Fresh beanie. Papa bless. Teddy Fresh, if you don't know, are a clothing company by, pardon me, oh my god, it's all at Monster. There's a clothing company by Ethan and Ela Klein, who are some of the biggest YouTubers. They do H3H3. And yeah, I've been following them for years. And I've always wanted something from Teddy Fresh, but it's so expensive. Which is why all I got was a hat, because that's all I could afford. But it's pretty sick though. I like it. It's honestly a bit warm today to be wearing it. But I had to show it off. I'm gonna try and make this one a little bit longer, just a few minutes longer, just to test I deleted a whole bunch of shit off my phone, so hopefully I can go a little bit longer today. Or this whole thing will cut off and it won't record any of it, and that would be awful. So, I've been watching a lot of crap on Netflix. Matt and I have started watching the US Office. I've never seen it. I'm so behind the ball. I've seen the UK Office. I know, I've been on the internet my whole life. I know about the Office. I've seen all the memes and all the GIFs and everything. I know basically who everybody is. But yeah, it's been something else to actually start from the start. And it's nothing like the UK Office, and at the start you have to kind of get over that. It's weird because like the first episode is like beat for beat the same as the first episode of the UK Office, and you can see Steve Carell is kind of not imitating, but doing the same kind of things as Ricky Gervais did, and that's a bit jarring at first, and then they sort of figure out their own thing and their own groove, and then that's when it gets good, when they stop trying to be the UK Office and they just let themselves be their own thing. And I absolutely love Jim and Pam. Oh my god. The amount of times I've cried over those two. I am exactly the type of person that they wrote those characters for. I love a good romance. I really do. And Jim, John Krasinski, I know, I always knew who he was. But after watching The Office, I'm now in love with him, of course. As I think a lot of people are. So my boyfriend is now like regretting having shown me The Office, because now I'm like, can we watch it? Can we, like, every free moment. He's like, can we watch something else? I'm like, no, you chose this show, we're watching it. Let me see my Jim and Pam. So yeah, we're up to like season 5, so just over halfway through. There's a lot of it. American shows sure do make a lot of them. I'm also rewatching Buffy the Vampire Slayer, which I watched for the first time when I was like 16, and I loved it. And I haven't watched it all the way through since, so in almost 10 years. And yeah, it's been interesting to go back and watch it again as an adult, because last time I watched it when I was 16, which is the same age that she was at the start of the show, which is kind of trippy. So yeah, my experience of watching it is totally different now than when I was in high school. It's a great show though. It kind of goes downhill at the very end, like a lot of shows do, sadly. Like Dexter, although Dexter's coming back. I'm pretty excited about that. Michael C. Hall, also love him. I just, I base which shows I watch on how hot the dudes are in it. No, I don't. No, I don't. Don't quote me on that, Jesus Christ. And I'm also rewatching 6 Feet Under. I'm not watching anything new except for The Office. I'm just rewatching stuff I've already seen. 6 Feet Under, guys. Oh my god. If you're the kind of person that loves a good cry, just like a good therapeutic cry, watching a TV show, watch 6 Feet Under. It's so beautiful. Almost every episode, maybe every second episode, I'm weeping on my couch. It's beautiful, and it's so clever. And we're also finishing Mad Men very, very slowly. If you've got any TV recommendations based on those ones I just listed, let me know. or just talk to me about your favourite TV shows. I love TV. Happy to talk to you about it. Joss Whedon, not the guy, but you know, his body of work. Love me some sci-fi. Love a good rom-com. But yeah, I highly suggest all the ones I just listed. And if you guys want, I'll do a deep dive video into my favourite TV shows, because I have a lot of them. A lot of them. Okay. We're getting up the 20-minute mark. I don't want to tempt fate anymore. Hopefully you enjoyed this. Hopefully the traffic wasn't too loud. And I will scope out a better spot next time. Maybe just at home. Alright, I'll see you guys.